Well, when we awaken to this power of love in us, that all changes. When we decide to sit with it, when we decide to realize it, that's what changes, and that's where healing is possible. Healing is possible in humanity. Healing is possible in my body. Healing is possible in my community, in my relationship. You pick it. You select whatever that is. It's possible in there through the healing power that is the vibration of God in you. So today we have a little bit of a different kind of service. I think it comes on the heels of some of just a troubling day in the United States with the people who were murdered in the last 48 hours, both in El Paso and in Dayton, Ohio. And so this service comes at a great time, I think. This is a healing and meditation service. And when I talk about healing, what I'm really talking about is holistic healing. Okay, a lot of us have heard holistic healing. It's mind, body, spirit, right? We've heard that mind, body, spirit. It's the whole person. It's the whole of us. That's what it is. And while our body seems to be solid, our body seems to be this thing that has solid pieces and liquid in it and everything, really, it's an energetic vibration. It's really not solid at all. It's an energy field. You know, how else could you feel a broken heart, for instance? How else could you feel that if we didn't have energy associated with this body? And it's the same thing with our minds. Our minds are an energetic field. There's energy and vibration in not in our brains, but in our minds. In our minds. And we have proof of that all the time too. You know how it is when you walk into a room if there's a lot of tension. Yes, see? Absolutely. You walk in, there's a lot of tension, and you can just feel it. We say, oh, I could have cut that tension with a knife, right? We can feel that. That's the mind energy that people are carrying in there. It's the same thing if you walk into a place that's full of love and filled with compassion and filled with caring, and you can feel that too. Because the mind carries energy. The mind is an energy field. And so this holistic healing really is about vibrating the mind energy field and the body energy field with the God energy field. It really is spirit, mind, body, rather than mind, body, spirit. That's kind of mixed up. It really is spirit, mind, body. And what we're doing here is attempting consciously to align the energetic fields of our bodies and our minds with the energetic field of God, of Holy Spirit, of divine mind, of love, of whatever you want to call that. That's what we're trying to do. You say, well, we have to clear up our idea of God when we think about that, though. You know, God is not this being off somewhere out in the clouds or on a throne somewhere. You know, God is not this person sitting at the drive-through window waiting to dispense good and bad or success and failure for those that happen to drive by. That's not what it is. In fact, he's not the one either who, when you go by the menu board and pick what you want, that you can just drive up to the window and get it. That's not the God we're talking about here. That's not what the God is. You know, God is closer than breath. God is the source of all in the universe. Call it what you want. Call it the still small voice. Call it Krishna. Call it Allah. Call it Shiva. Call it that divine love. That's what we're talking about, aligning with the divine. And that's what we do to experience healing, to experience wholeness. We align with that energy in our mind and in our bodies. And that's how it works. That's how holistic healing works. So the idea in holistic healing, the idea in any healing, is to do exactly that, to align the energy in our minds and bodies, in our souls, with the energy that is God. And there's kind of a chain of command about the way that works, like I said. It's really spirit, mind, body. And really what it requires us to do if we are to activate it is to, first of all, believe that there is that essence. That there is a power greater than what we experience out here in the physical world. First of all, we have to know that. And the second thing we have to know is that essence, and that essence of God expresses and is us. Like we vibrate at that essence when we remove any obstacle in us. Like we are God in expression. You know, in Unity, the kids have a great little affirmation that says, there is no spot where God is not. This is what I'm talking about. And everybody says, oh yeah, that's so cute. It's true. It's true. There is no spot even in me as me. And then we have to realize when we open up to that idea, when we open up to that truth, that is the power that heals then. It's not we who heal. I don't heal anybody. You don't heal anybody. That power that we open up to is how healing happens. Are you hearing that? That's how it happens. So there is nothing impossible. There is nothing that's impossible. Here's a quote from Dr. Paul Leon Masters, who he's since passed on into his next iteration of life. But he says that he is with the University of Metaphysics, where I got my ordination degree. He says, every time you meditate, you surface more of God's energy consciousness into the human mind level energy. Every time you meditate, you call that forth in you. Are you hearing that? That is how we begin in the mind. In the mind. To get that energy in our own mind and soul to vibrate at the highest level in the universe. That's how we begin, to get that energy to flow in and through us. Now, my good friend and mentor, Reverend Russell Highland, had a post on Facebook today in response to what's happened in Texas and Ohio. And he said this: violence is fueled by greed, hatred, and delusion. Violence is fueled by greed, hatred, and delusion. And I'm saying the antidote to that is love. The antidote to that is opening up to this vibration that already exists in its wholeness and allowing it to pour through me. Pour your love in me. Pour yourself in me. Pour your joy in me. That's what we're talking about. What are the obstacles? Some of us have the obstacle of indifference. Like, well, it's not happening to me, so I'm cool right now. I'm making a lot of money. I'm good. Indifference to the plight of the planet, the plight of humanity. Some of us are afflicted with the idea of helplessness and hopelessness. Like what we could do shouldn't really matter or couldn't really matter. How could it? Or we might be afflicted with hatred itself, because we feel that hatred and we go back with hatred. Well, when we awaken to this power of love in us, that all changes. When we decide to sit with it, when we decide to realize it, that's what changes, and that's where healing is possible. Healing is possible in humanity. Healing is possible in my body. Healing is possible in my community, in my relationship. You pick it. You select whatever that is. It's possible in there through the healing power that is the vibration of God in you. So that's what we're going to do today. You're going to have the opportunity to do several things. First of all, we're going to do some more chanting, just like we did when we first opened up today. And we're going to chant. I asked Kay earlier this week, I said, what kind of words are you going to use in the chant? What are you going to use? What are you going to use? And they selected this chant before the events of yesterday, and it's a perfect chant. The chant goes like this: I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the seas. I send my love into the heavens, and it comes back to me. All right, so we'll be chanting that. So the idea is to feel that vibration and to actually feel what that feels like and to let it carry you, to let it carry you. The second thing we're going to do after that is we have a guest today, Chrissy Velez. Chrissy, come up here for a minute. So Chrissy is here from Jacksonville, North Carolina. She has started the Vibe Rise movement, and Chrissy is here to lead us in a guided meditation. So she'll do that after we do that chant. Thank you.
Thank you.
And she'll have some cards here afterwards. You can check her out on Facebook, all sorts of things. Joining vibration to lift the planet. Yeah, that's what this is about. So let it guide you. Some of us say, oh, guided meditation, I don't know, or something. Oh, good, guided meditation. Wherever you are with it, be with it. Let it carry you. Go ahead and then use your imagination. Who knows what it might reveal to you? Something you didn't even expect. So follow that guided meditation. After that, we will be using candle lighting, but in a little bit different way. This is the way we're going to use candlelight. We're going to light that candle, but what we're going to do first is hold that candle in your hand, and you're going to put into that candle what you need to release. What is it you want to be released in your life? What is your obstacle to allowing that love to perfectly flow through you? What is that? Because you know what fire does? Fire cleanses that. And as you watch that candle melt and that wax melt away, that is the illustration of release of whatever it is you decide it is. And we'll watch that, and then we'll plant the candle up here. We'll close with, after that, I know your hearts will be full. Your hearts will be way full, see? They'll be so full, they'll be filled with joy, they'll be lighter. And so that card you got, I want you to write yourself your own prayer. I want you to write yourself a reminder. I want you to let yourself know how you were feeling in that moment. Put your address on the front, leave them here, and you'll be getting them back in the mail sometime soon. As a reminder of what this meant to you, of what this was for you, of how this affected you, of what you wanted to remember right here. But you didn't bring a pen to write it down, but now you have one. In fact, you have a card that'll be coming right back to you. So that's how it's going to work, okay? And we'll give a little bit more instruction as it goes along, but you have the gist of it, right? So I want you to breathe into this moment. Let's start with this chant. This is really for you. This is a gift to you from the sound healers of Soul Center. This is a gift to you from Chrissy Velez of Vibe Rise movement. This is a gift to you from me to help us be the love that we know the world is crying out for, that maybe you are crying out for. To know that this time together will make a huge difference. Huge difference. So let's breathe in and breathe out. And we'll be starting. You ready, Michael? Deep breath in and out again.
Send my love to the sea. Send my love to the heavens, and it returns to me. Send my love to the mountains. Send my love to the sea. Send my love to the heavens, and it returns to me. Send my love to the mountains. Send my love to the sea. Send my love to the heavens, and it returns to me. Send my love to the mountains. Send my love to the sea. Send my love to the heavens, and it returns to me. It returns to me. It returns to me. Send my love to the mountains. Send my love to the sea. Send my love to the heavens, and it returns to me. Send my love to the mountains. Send my love to the sea. Send my love to the heavens, and it returns to me. Returns to me. Send my love to the mountains. Send my love to the sea. Send my love to the heavens, and it returns to me. Send my love to to the mountains, send my love to the sea, send my love to the heavens, and it returns to me.
Allow any thoughts that may enter to pass by, like puffy white clouds in a blue sky. See the thought, acknowledge the thought, and let it float on by. You are not your thoughts. I invite you to drop down into your heart center. Feel your heartbeat. Feel it, hear it, become it. This is your heartbeat, your personal rhythm for your human experience. Right now, you are alive in this very moment. And this in this moment. Nothing is expected of you. Nothing is required from you. Simply just be. Being you is good enough. Being you is magic. There is only one of you. You. Right now, in this world, you are adding to the experience of others just by being. You are love. I invite you to reflect upon the moments where you felt that love radiating from the inside out, giving love, allowing for love, receiving love in return. Reflect upon those moments now. I invite you to now connect with your past moments of strength. When you were strength, inner strength. You were strong and you are strong. Visualize those moments now. I invite you now into moments of forgiveness. Those moments you forgave others, or they forgave you. Maybe today we'll forgive right now. Send out forgiveness. And allow for forgiveness. Reflect upon that moment right now. I invite you into this space of joy, true happiness, a past moment that made you smile, radiate and glow. A moment of true joy that you shared with another. Inviting them to smile. Maybe they invite you to smile. Connect with all the joy you have experienced. All the blessings. Feel the gratitude wash over you. Every emotion, every sensation, every experience, they are part of your journey, your soul path. There is no wrong or bad, just experience. Embrace all parts of self. Release any judgments and fall in love all over again with everything that makes you you. This is why you are here, to experience, to be, to feel, to share, and to be you. Thank you.
I live where darkness is not, where I am happy. I am not troubled by coming and going, and am beyond all vision, above all spheres. His spirit lives in my soul. Mukta says he is my heart's only home. So I invite you to breathe in and out and take that candle in your hand. And think about what prevents you from being you. What is it? Maybe it's something you've been working on a long time. Maybe it's something brand new. But you know there's this thing that prevents the purity of love to come through you. I want you to put it right here in this candle. I want you to see what it is. Maybe it's self-judgment or doubt. Maybe it's impatience. Maybe distrust. Maybe it's simply is called lost my way. Put it all right there in that candle. And as we come around and share this light with you, I want you to imagine that which you no longer need or desire to be cleansed by this flame. To be cleansed and purified, to be like a